That's just part of the DNA of our country. So human rights is going to always be on the table, I told them. It's about who we are. How could I be the President of the United States of America and not speak out against the violation of human rights? I told him that unlike other countries, including Russia, we're uniquely a product of an idea. We don't derive our rights from the government. We possess them because we're born, period. That's why we're going to raise our concerns about cases like Alexei Navalny. I made it clear to President Putin that we'll continue to raise issues of fundamental human rights. I made it clear that we will not tolerate attempts to violate our democratic sovereignty or destabilize our democratic elections, and we would respond. The bottom line is, I told President Putin that we need to have some basic rules of the road that we can all abide by.
The conversation was quite constructive, and I once again understood that President Biden is an experienced statesman. Our one-on-one conversation took almost 2 hours. It's not every world leader that gets this amount of attention. I mean, he is very different from President Trump.
This person knew full well that he violates the law that exists in Russia, and he had to understand that he is a person that is a repeated offender, and he knew full well that he is wanted. Nevertheless, he came back to Russia and he deliberately wanted to be arrested. So he did what he wanted to do.
People are getting killed there. You can get a bullet in the back of your neck. A woman just ran away from the police and they shot her in the back. But take Afghanistan, shooting from a drone at an unarmed crowd. Clearly the civilian crowd. What is this about? How would you call that? And who's responsible for this? And how would you call this person who is the killer now?
And I must tell you, the tone of the entire meetings, I guess it was a total of 4 hours, was good, positive. There wasn't any strident action taken. Where we disagreed, I disagreed, stated where it was. Where he disagreed, he stated. But it was not done in a hyperbolic atmosphere. So there were no threats, just simple assertions made, and no, well, if you do that, then we'll do this, with anything I said. It was just letting him know where I stood, what I thought we could accomplish together, and what, in fact, if there were violations of American sovereignty, what we would do.
No pressure at all. It was a frank and candid conversation without, without going on a tangent from the set agenda. Like I said, neither us nor United States have tried to exert any pressure. But this was a productive meeting. It was fruitful. It was to the point. And it took place in an atmosphere that was actually enabling to create, to accomplish something.